The awakened are spiritual people who have found the courage to defeat the darkness of their soul, awakening their soul like a phoenix rising from the ashes. Reborn with wisdom and strength that creates a light that shines bright enough to help, encourage, guide and inspire others out of their own darkness. To be awakened, we must leave behind who we are, to become what we are destined to be. Spiritual awakening is a solitude journey, a gradual process of self-examination, an energetic and biological process that totally transforms you on all levels, including your physical body, letting go of the past and finding a deeper understanding within your soul. When awakened, your eyes see more clearly, your spirit are clear, you have taken another step toward the light, and you have become more intuitive and learned to providence. Spiritual awakening is a subjective experience in which an individual's ego transcends their ordinary, finite sense of self to encompass a wider infinite sense of truth or reality. Spiritual awakening can be spontaneous. Most are triggered by major life changes or traumas, such as life-threatening illness, divorce, war, car accident, pandemic, depression, anxiety or even near-death experience, NDE. Awakening is like a rebirth, a transition into new version of you, which requires you to shed all of the old layers. This shift stimulates and triggers a spiritual awakening. That's the reason why people who awaken start to confront their values and perspective. They no longer have steady, unwavering opinions, and they become more open-minded and non-judgmental. Their goals are lifted and replaced from materialistic ones to internal goals, like finding purpose and meaningful life experience. The actual spiritual awakening is just the first step on the long journey toward enlightenment. The initial awakening may happen in just a moment, but the process has many stages. As you start to question everything you once knew, your soul recalibrates, stripping away all aspects of the ego. Here are 15 signs and symptoms of spiritual awakening. 1. You are here and now, watching this video and you want to know more about spiritual awakening. 2. You feel disconnected or detached. Spiritual process can feel overwhelmed and confusing. It can feel like everything you thought to be true about your life was a lie, and you may feel disconnected and detached from things and people who you used to enjoy their company. You feel lost and that the universe has closed its door for you. 3. You're revaluating your beliefs. Spiritual awakening will likely cause you revise your spiritual beliefs or adopt significant new ones. Whether that means connecting deeply with new religion or belief. 4. Your dreams are more vivid. Your dreams becomes more vivid, and the meaning of your dreams and how they connect to your journey become more apparent as well. 5. You experience more synchronicities and déjà vu. You are frequently experiencing synchronicities, like thinking of someone and randomly running into them the next day, or seeing angel numbers all the time. 6. Your relationship begin to shift. Spiritual awakening are transformative, and the people in your life won't always be able to understand you. You may feel like your loved ones don't understand you anymore. That's because you're evolving. 7. Your spiritual journey becoming an important part of your life. It will be hard to ignore the call from your spiritual side as you go through this transformation. The desire to find meaning and fulfillment within your spiritual it will likely become one of your biggest priorities. 8. You are more intuitive. A new intuitive abilities shows up. They were there, buried beneath the layer of your ego. And now that you have awakened, you feel much more in tune with yourself. 9. You can sense inauthenticity and manipulation. You will be able to sense any inauthentic or manipulative behavior more than before. 10. You begin to question life's meaning. You start asking yourself who I am and why am I here. You start looking your life from a spiritual perspective. Perhaps you feel called to do more deeper inner work. 11. You want to make the world a better place. You gradually starts to realize that material possessions or worldly desires are not what your soul craves. You feel overwhelmed by what is happening in the world. You want to be a force for good. 12. You start to experience oneness. You are experiencing an interconnectedness between everything. You begin to realize that you're not just a physical but a life energy having a human experience, a primordial energy, and everything is about unity, harmony and greater cohesion. 13. You realize everyone is on their own path. As you figure out your own spiritual path, you also become more acceptance to the idea that everyone is on their unique path too. Things like winning arguments or convincing people of your views don't matter anymore. 14. You feel lonely or alone. Spiritual awakenings are not easy undertaking. While there's hope for enlightenment on the other side, it can feel very lonely, your whole life flipped upside down, especially if the people in your life aren't quite on the same frequency as you. Before we continue to number 15, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe so that we can continue creating more videos like this one. Number 15. There is a sudden change in your habits and routine. As your spiritual life begins to transform, so will your day-to-day's life, including habits and routine. You make a priority to spend time in nature or meditate more often. You have detached old habits that were no longer serving you. You are new you, the best version of yourself. Well, if you have been experiencing some of these signs or symptoms, then you're awakened more than you think. You should put more energy to better yourself, your new you. Spiritual awakening is complicated, profound, and nothing short of life-changing in the best way. While it may not be easy, it will improve your life for the better with patient trial and error. If you find yourself in one, all there is to do is trust the process, hang on tight, and prepare for a newly awakened life. Peace, love, and light, and stay blessed.